All right. Welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back for the last time, I assume. Game 439, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door on the GameCube. How's it going, Zerodyne? Welcome to the end of this game. Got to the final boss last time. I'm assuming it's the final boss. Kicked our ass. Didn't help that I was tired and missing like all the inputs. But now that we have a pretty good idea of what they do, it should be a little bit better. So yeah, let's go in there, beat the game. It's probably a little bit of post-game stuff, I'm sure, too, so it's probably better anyways to be more awake trying to do it. Yeah, playing any game that requires, like, time-based inputs when you're tired is a bad idea, especially on a boss. Kept missing the the multi-jumps and stuff. It was rough. Control Peanuts. Monster Hunter Stories, yes, coming soon. Coming soon to a DS near you. Alright. Let's get this done. Start the timer. There was a couple items I remember, like when I was in airplane mode, I kind of passed by because my inventory is full of the time. I think I used a couple items on the last boss. So it might be a good idea to go get those. Pretty sure one of those was a life shroom, which probably important to have on that boss fight. Also changed my badges a bit. I think one of the biggest ones is probably going to be the one that lets me switch up my members without wasting a turn, because that boss uses that, like, attack boost. Vivian is probably, like, extremely important to have. So we'll see how that helps. Oh yeah, you got room. Alright, let's go grab those items before I do anything else. I don't think they were that far away. And there was a life shroom, I think it was a comet as well. There's two of them I could have grabbed when I was in airplane mode before coming into this area. Don't know why I got off there. So used to there being doors. Run, Yoshi, run! Run! Why do they keep adding doors? Got me to... yeah, it's right in this area here. There's one there is like a comet thing, and I think this one had like a life room. Let's grab those. Doesn't take long to get to, so... Hey, Puppy Nips. Mario. Yeah, it's his name, Mario. Oh god, damn it. I wanted to try to not hit that. Yeah. Apparently no hints is a hard thing. Some people are just super fans of the games and they just, yeah, they just want to tell you everything. It's like, you're playing the game wrong, this is how you do it. It's like, I've played games before, I can figure it out. It's not hard. I know. Oh, what can you do? There we go. Should help a bit. At least the life shroom will. Yeah, whatever. I have selective viewing. I just ignore the comments. Whoop. That's what happens when you gain somebody who's really, really passionate about. People just they wanted to let it all out. Surprised when you got nobody like that for Black Sigil. That's fine. People like certain games, and that's it. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Nope, should have saved first. Give it. Cool. Alright, time to go through these. I really wish you could skip cutscenes. Like, in the GameCube era, like in this era, there's no reason not to have unskippable cutscenes. So let's have this really tough boss that's gonna kick your ass. It's like, oh, well, I guess you failed, so let's just have you redo all this amazing cutscene work that we did. We're gonna make sure you watch that. How's it going, Mr. J? Yeah, no matter what you do for, like, no hints. I mean, by default, anytime you go into a channel, the default is always no hints, unless, you know, the streamer specifically says so. You shouldn't need to be told, but I don't know. Whatever. Sephiroth Bubazella with the 14 months of I love yous. I love you, 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 I love you. Thank you so much, Bubazella, for 14 months. Good. Never said that word, those 3 words that many times in my entire life. Well, I just read it how many times Bubazella wrote it. It's probably 14 times, I'm guessing. Yeah. At that point, it was just like, I don't care. Just wanted to get the game done. Tried to get it done last night. I always hate having a game just like right at the end of the game. It's like, ah. Like, alright, just gotta play like 15 minutes of the game before we move on to the next one. But at least now I've got a pretty good idea how the boss mechanics work. Especially that second phase where, like, the boss is basically invulnerable. Like, I wasted a lot of items there just trying to figure out, like, alright, like, how do I hurt this boss? And all you have to do is, I'm not sure if it was turn-based or what, but just you have to last a certain amount of turns, I guess. Or do a certain amount of hits or something. So that didn't help using up all those items, like wasting all those items, try to like get through that phase. So that right there is going to make a big difference, not having to go through that, or not wasting that, I should say. And I have to, like, you know, now I should be able to, like, actually, you know, like hit my attacks. I won't be missing every single attack, which is always bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, stuff that's in the manual and stuff. Manual stuff is always fine. That's why I provide the manuals, so people can read through the manual if they're not sure. It's like, is this included in the manual? Like, it's exclamation manual. Check if it's in there, just let me know. Because I often don't go, like, read the manual cover to cover for stuff. I don't even know if this one has, like, anything of use. It's one of those nice full color manuals, which is always nice. Striking first battle flow. I mean, most manuals of this era are pretty, like, useless in terms of, like, information. It's all stuff that's, like, basically, like, given to you in game anyways. Try some of Zesties home cooking. Another thing too, I'm sure we could probably cook a bunch of, like, really cool, like, really strong stuff with Zesty, but that requires going back to town. That's not going to happen. If they gave you, like, a quick way back to town or something. Yeah, exactly. Got someone new and just assumes, like, alright, this person's playing my favorite game ever. Let me tell them just how everything works in the game, because I know the game inside out. In this part here, become her serpent. Thank God refuse the witch is the default. Well, no, I mean, I've played 439 games. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, like, I'll figure it out pretty quickly. I play a lot of different puzzle stuff. I'm pretty sure I can figure out anything the game throws at me. So what if it takes me, like, a few minutes to do it instead of, like, instantly know it because, you know, I got a strategy guide next to me. Like... Alright, I forgot to switch out. Oh, I guess it's like I forgot to switch out my buddy, but I don't need to worry about that anymore because I got the freebie one. Alright, let's see... Let's just start hammering. That's good enough. Goombella! Yay, freebie. Patrol. Yeah, I gotta do my stylishes so I can get my star points back. Oops. Boom. Is there any partners that would have useful abilities? I haven't really checked all their abilities recently. Like Power Shell, or not Power Shell, Shell Shield could definitely be definitely be useful potentially. Mira's getting low. Flurry, would she have? Dodgy Fog. So this could definitely be useful too. Oh, this boss kicked my ass, but now I got like a pretty good idea how she works. So, shouldn't be too hard now. Vivian, of course, is mainly for like dodging the really strong attacks. Miss Meows, would she have healing, I think? It's her main thing. Making dizzy, healing, but like 10 FP is freaking expensive for that. Hoshi's just like attack down, right? Yeah. From a tiny size, but I'm assuming this doesn't work on the boss. Let's try it for the hell of it. Four eggs, maybe one of them. Oh, it does work, okay. Yeah, so I can reduce the attack power, which is always useful. Did that like cancel out my attack drop, or I don't know. Raise her defense as well. Almost did, Reg, almost did. Yeah, the final bosses are always rough on these. But, I mean, it's one of those final... It's like most final bosses. One of those, once you do it once, you kind of know what they're going to throw at you, so you can kind of prepare for it. I'm fine with bosses like that. Tilt that with good timing. That's the first time I've used that. I have no idea what I was doing. So you're not weak, maybe you're less. This body's unfamiliar to me. Yes, too unfamiliar. Let me assume that true form show me my real power. Right? This is when she's invulnerable, I think, right? I love how we didn't even attack her. The Boo went and attacked her. Thanks, Boo. What is Mario doing over there? It's a really weird... Just shaking his hips. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Let's try like a Yoshi attack or something. Yoshi! Good dodge. Those big boos are like making it hard to see what they're gonna throw at me. as fast. I went through that farm a lot faster than last time. See, once you know what to expect, it's a lot easier to do these fights. Then we go through the next cutscene of like 20 minutes. It's like, alright, everybody's our friendship. Our friendship compels you. Yeah, it should be a lot easier. I mean, obviously they still have the last form to deal with, but at least we're going into it without getting, like, our asses handed to us. It's still weird this is happening next to the noose of all things. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I thought, like, maybe I need to do something special to hurt her, so I'm using all my items to try to hurt her, and, like, it's like, and then it's like, oh, no, guess what? It's actually, you know, you're supposed to, well, I'm assuming I just had to hit her a certain number of times. It's like, alright, thanks for wasting all my items. Especially my AoE items, I could use those, like, I can have my partner use those, or Mario concentrates on the boss kind of thing, right? Like, I could be a lot better, but... yeah. Super annoying. Again, it wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have to go through this cutscene every time. Now, if you try the boss, like, okay, now I know, let me reset and do it again, but, like, correctly. But then you gotta wait, like, 15 minutes to go through all this stuff that you can't skip. Because nobody would ever die on the final boss. That would never happen. Everybody's got their copy of Nintendo Power that tells them exactly how to beat the boss, right? Yeah. I don't know. That's one thing I never understood in this era. Just all these, like, these long final boss cutscenes that are unskippable. Like, did they never test these games? I guess the testers obviously, like, obviously they had the ability of skipping this stuff, or the cutscenes weren't complete or whatever yet, so they could just redo the boss fight as many times as they want, test everything. So they wouldn't be affected, but... It's a baby game, yeah. Yeah, it's a Mario game. It's made for kids, obviously. It's rated E. E for everyone. It's not even E10+. How's it going, Matt? So clearly this is designed for 5-year-olds. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. This generation, next generation, they realize that, hey... or at least make it so that, let's say you die to the boss, at least you don't just get game over, you get like a retry option, something like that, right? So that'd be fine. So a lot of games do that, they do some sort of retry option. Like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was another really nasty one where you had this really long unskippable cutscene for the final boss, and that thing just like kicked your ass until you got used to it. But it's hard to get like muscle memory. It's hard to get like used to combat when you got to watch a 15-minute cutscene for every attempt. It's like, come on. Loop 8? Yeah. I mean, just with a name like Loop 8, it just sounds... Isn't that like super anime or something? Alright. You go, bro. Thanks, Luigi. Wario's got this. get our power up first. This one's super annoying too. You can't use the D-pad to hit these. You have to use the analog stick, which is really freaking annoying. +2/+2, I'll take that. Of course, I won't keep that on my partner. I sort of switch him out. I should have switched him out first. Whatever. Hindsight, I guess. Although, I guess with +2 power, ground pound would be really good right now. We throw a stampede to get the hands out of the way. How is that you can hurt me? Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Now it's time to settle the score. Fools. Ow. That's with my defense up. That hurt. Yeah, GameCube D-pad, sure, but... Like it was only 20 bucks. I think I spent more than that when I bought it. Now we're definitely protecting. Shit. Alright. Save our ass. I'll be there in no time. No damage. Yeah, this might be a good idea. So the boss on fire, if it works. Oh well, it does work. Wahaha, do not know what you have done. Ow. Heal up. don't know the timing on that one. What'd she just do there? I'm getting like this weird, like, can't do somethings. Okay, her defense is gone. Well, probably. I wouldn't have done it if I beat this last night, but now that, you know, I have some more time, might as well. Erg, no, it cannot be. How? Take a chance here. Just gonna heal. I got life shrooms. Screw it. YOLO. Hooray! It was a lot easier now that I knew what to expect. Definitely that badge lets you switch party members without wasting a turn. It's infinitely easier. Right now for the 5th form. Oh, I'm not going to do the pit. No. I went to floor 60 of the pit. That was good, but if there's any other additional stuff... Like, if I could go back down to floor 60 without having to redo the first 60 floors, I would do so, but no, it's just too much of a slog. Impossible, unthinkable. How could I? I could not be beaten by lesser beings such as these. And I had just been reborn to the world. I cannot, I must not. No, rip Princess Peach, we just murdered her. Good job, guys. Who's gonna be the Mushroom Kingdom... Where's the king and queen, or where's the king and queen of Mushroom Kingdom actually, if there's a princess? Wouldn't she be the queen of the Mushroom Kingdom if there is no king and queen? How does that work, by the way? I'm confused. She's clearly their leader, but... Yeah, the later floors are... I got to floor 60, and I mean... I don't know if I could have gone, I just didn't want to risk going down any deeper. But yeah, I'm sure the last couple of floors are absolutely brutal unless you know what you're expecting, right? That's the worst part. Is like you screw up, you know, you don't know what to expect. Next thing you know, you get a game over and you have to start from scratch. It's like, nah, I'm good. No, let's get out of here, Marilyn. It's best not to ask such questions. Well, I mean, she's the only human. Like, wasn't that basically like kind of answered in Super Mario movie? Isn't she like just a human that they adopted as their princess? They basically just like, all right, you're big and human, so you can lead our people. But you know, you're a princess. You're not our queen. You're a princess or something. He said for 10 and poison. Ugh, that sounds like fun. Hey, wait! Princess Peach. Mario, come here. She's dead. Peach is totally okay. She's not even hurt. What? Princess Peach didn't die. He's actually married to Toadsworth, the real king. Mario. I mean, she does kind of look like a toad. Like, if you put on a toad hat on her, she would definitely be a toad, you know what I mean? Like, she's got that toad face. But obviously a human body. Maybe she's actually like two toads, one on top of the other. That's why you never see what's underneath her dress. That's why she's always wearing this big-ass dress. That's all over then. I'm so sorry, Mario. Who knew this would happen? She's a man, baby. Oh, it's totally okay, Peach. It was like, no big deal. See, she doesn't even have feet. She's like literally hovering above the ground there. You notice that? Her shadow is like below the bottom of her skirt, but she has no feet. So she's literally just hovering there. It's magic. Thank you. I love you. Project P. Haha, there you are, Mario. Well, well, can you believe those brutes even came after me, an old Goomba? But I still made it here. I was so worried about you all, I have no idea. And Toad Mushroom things are hats and not part of their heads? Yeah, exactly. I mean, in Super Mario animated TV series, doesn't Toad like take off his like his hood and use it as a parachute? Obviously, that's not a canon, you know, thing, but kids sure are the real deal, I tell you. Thanks to the GGs, I'm assuming. Yes, I seem to be in one piece as well, so all is well. So, without further ado, take a look at this. I found this on the way. Must be a treasury herb of rumors in Rogueport. Sharpie with the braid! How's it going, Sharpie? Did you beat Xenoblade Chronicles yet? Are you even halfway done? I'll be enjoying that one. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the end of another of Super Mario. The end question mark. That's gonna be a crisis. Almost like halfway, yeah. Isn't that like one of the longest games on the Wii? Xenoblade Chronicles, like, especially if you do everything. Like, I'm gonna do everything. I don't know if I know you're probably just trying to get the game beat, so I imagine if you do everything, that's probably like a 150 plus hour game, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm a completionist. You know I'm gonna do it. You're not doing anything? Yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna be a long one. We'll be on that one for a bit. My theory has been correct all the years. There really was a legendary treasure. One day I'll play it. I did come up with a, I did get the first game on a fast forward before. I forget how many votes it, I forget what was going up against it. Obviously something big was going up against it. Maybe something with a lot of votes already. Because it obviously lost. It was relatively recently too, wasn't it? Oh, it was against Symphonia? Yeah. I mean, Tails definitely had a lot of support, so let's see how many votes it has if it does show up again. Xenoblade. Where is it? Xeno. Don't see it. There it is. It's only got 45 votes, only, but Tails, I think, had already a previous showing, so it had a lot of votes already. Well, I mean, GameCube is still... There's still a lot of stuff in GameCube, so... Xenosaga Episode 2 is coming up relatively recently. Oh, Professor, frankly. No, don't bring me down now. Might be something great. All's well that ends well. Now how do we get out of this dang place anyway? Let's go home, Mario. Back to everyone. Let's go back to Tech. Oh wait, Tech's dead. Oh, the town is flooded. Yeah, that'd suck, right? You have to, like, escape or else you get a game over and you have to redo the entire battle again. I mean, that battle was easy. Going into a second time and knowing what to expect with the boss, that was, like, so much easier. Plus, you know, I'm not, like, super tired and I'm, like, missing, you know, my multi-jump sequences constantly. So we're leaving then. Well, that's too bad. Having you around really did wonders for my research. Oh, Professor, I'll never let you monopolize Mario for your research anyway. Besides, you said I could be your research assistant for the next term. Yes, that's right. I thank you, Goombella. Mario, even after you leave here, please don't forget about us, alright? And we, in return, wish that you'll find the best in the future. Never ever give up, Mario. That's the most important thing I've learned from you. Thanks, Mario. Just promise me you'll think of me now and again, okay? Mario, thanks to you I found courage and inner strength. I don't know how to say this, but I think I like myself more since I've known you. I feel like I've grown closer to my dad. It's also hard to put into words. My dear Mario, I'm ready to make my comeback in the theater now. I've found so many things on this journey that I can only express on stage. And with these new themes, I'm so ready for that wonderful spotlight again. I'll see none of you ever again. Woohoo! Gooperina, yeah. I keep getting her name wrong, I know. Freaking Goombas with, like, everything's Goom something. It's like Koopas are always Koo something. Koopy, Koopa, Koops, Cooperino, Goomella. Please do come and see me once we finish rehearsing, and bring Peach too, dear. Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, wait. I gotta stop doing that. It's Mario, right? Well, you'll always be Gonzalez to me, man. Because I was born in the Glitz Pit, and Gonzalez says, and always will be the champ. So let's meet again, Gonzalez. I mean it, man. Mario, I feel like I've grown to... yeah, never mind. Yeah, I do think that you and Peach make a nice couple. I'll never forget my time traveling with you. So, don't forget me either. Hello, boy. It was almost agreeable that I had the chance to meet you. Yep, Vivian's the best. If not for you, then my dear Scarlet would still gaze down on a broken bomb. But now I'm off to sea again. I know Scarlet would have wanted it that way. Let's see each other again, Mario. This time, let it be on the high seas, old boy. Well, it's time for us to part, my little cheese hunk. I will not say farewell, because you're welcome here any time. And since you're welcome, you should come any time you please, sweetie. Now, be careful. Until we meet again, adieu. Well, the boat's almost here. Mario. Some mushrooms. Regular mushrooms? I don't know what regular-ass mushrooms. Ah, made it just in time. Mickey's with you. We brought them so you'd have something to eat on the boat. Yummy. God, Mario's gotta hate mushrooms. That was definitely a thing in the Super Mario movie, right? Doesn't Mario, like, absolutely hate mushrooms? And that's all he eats in Super Mario World, because that's the only food source that exists. You got like, mushroom pasta, you got, like, mushroom souffle, you got mushroom steak, you got mushroom everything. These are very fresh mushrooms. I still don't know why, like, friggin' toads eat mushrooms as a food source. Mushrooms that have eyes on them, they're clearly, like, beheaded toads. Like, that's another thing that's just like, why? Why is this something they eat? Oh, how lovely, thank you. Everyone. Not for all of you, the world would have fallen into horrible darkness. Your brave hearts strove for peace. and saved this world. I don't know how to thank you. I know that the entire world is in your debt. It's very freshly decapitated. What nonsense. We're the ones who should be thanking you, Princess. If you hadn't come with our little town, we'd all be puppets for the Shadow Queen and Grotus. The thought gives me hives. Yeah, look, Your Highness. I see the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Take care, everyone. Farewell. Love how the wind-up key is the propeller. Oh, forgive my lateness, sir. Must have dozed off a bit. Please, come on board. I'll get you folks back at full steam. Let's get a course to the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah. Toadsworth just hangs out at the inn all day. This is all a dream. This isn't Super Mario Brothers 2. They're all such lovely people, don't you think? I don't have too many good memories of Rogueport, or about the kidnapping and all. But it really is a vibrant town full of love and life, isn't it? Mario, I was very frightened when they took me. But, well, Tech was really there for me and helped me get through it all. So I'm no longer in love with you, Mario. I'm in love with the computer. Goodbye, Mario. I knew that you would come to help me as well. I always believed in that. Thank you, Mario. Maybe I should listen to Toadsworth and behave more like a princess from now on. Well, she just has like... Well, I mean, same thing with Mario too, right? Both Mario and Peach just have like black eyes. And Peach doesn't have a nose either. Because if you took her face and gave her like a toad hat instead, she would be a toad. You wouldn't even realize it's Princess Peach. Mario, look out there. Rogueport's positively shining. It's so beautiful. Yeah. This is Rogueport water. I wouldn't want to drink from this. Let's go karting. Invite Bowser too. Oh well, it's crazy, bro. You had a pretty rough time of it, didn't you? But now that the Peach is safe, I guess everything's okay. Really though, how amazing is it that you saved the world again? Again, bro. And say, it's been a little while since then. Are you ready for a new adventure?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you the man, bro. I wonder what everyone who traveled with you is up to.
Oh.
What was that, bro? Is that your newfangled mail gadget? Dear Mario, what's up? Goombella here. Still working with Professor, frankly. We beat the Shadow Queen, but there is tons of Rogueport lore we still don't get. So my research with the Professor goes on and on. With you who I gathered with you, we have lots of great leads now, though. Mario, like I always said, every myth contains a kernel of truth. Speaking of which, you know what was in that chest the Professor recovered? You're totally not going to believe this when I tell you. It's a secret. But I'll tell you next time I see you. I love how they have the map like thrown in the trash can there too. As part of my research, I go back to many of the places we visited, and I saw everyone we traveled with too. Mushroom Kingdom high-speed internet, yeah. How do those things work? There's obviously like you always say you have like a grid of like of wireless towers. Koops is living peacefully in Petalburg with his dad and Koopy Koo. Mario, guess what Koops wants to do now? He wants to become a mayor of Petalburg and live there in peace. Can you imagine? Still, it might be perfect for him, come to think of it. He's so much more of an adult now when he left Rogueport. Still, I think Koopy Koo pretty much has him wrapped around her little finger. Star Road. It does make sense. Star Road does have do have ways of going to Star Road from like everywhere. Mario's back on stage in a big way, and the crowds are totally ecstatic. Who's playing Mario right now? The play she's doing right now is the story of our adventure. Yeah. It's called Paper Mario. I saw it twice. It's totally the best play ever. Wait, what? So we've just been playing this whole thing on the stage all this time? This is basically Super Mario Brothers 3. Plot of Super Mario Brothers 3. You're actually not playing the game. You're actors on a stage recreating the events. And somehow Dupless has joined the troupe as an actor. Saw that coming. The transformation skills are serving him well, but kind of creeps me out. Did we ever fight Big Boos like that? I don't remember fighting a Big Boo. One little Poshi? Yeah, he's fighting Zelda in the Glitz Pit. He says he's getting pretty close to the title match even. Is that just adorable? Oh yeah, he's calling himself the Great Gonzalez Jr. in the ring, by the way. It's sort of silly, but kind of cute too, don't you think? Oh, and wait, let me get this exactly right, or he'll get, like, so mad at me. He said that he could totally take you in the ring now, so bring it. I guess he doesn't change. Isn't that too cute? Vivian's gone back to hang out with her sisters. Family's important after all. Now that the Shadow Queen has been defeated, I don't think Bedlam's into evil. No, Bedlam also promised me she would never be mean to Vivian ever again. She's obviously lying. Yep, I think the three sirens are going to live pretty peacefully from now on. But you should totally go visit her sometime. Yeah, I mean, that's basically seems to be the plot of this one, too. Because, like, Mario was obviously telling, like apparently the whole game was Mario telling Luigi about his story. That's why they were at the table there. And then, you know, the whole thing with Flurry doing a stage play and calling it Paper Mario, which is why we were always on the stage when we were doing battles and everything's made of paper, so we were actually, like, doing her play. He goes out to sea every now and then. Cortez, I think his soul's healed. I ran into him in Keel Hall Key by accident the other day, which was nice. I was so happy. I thought he was going to blow up for me for a second there. You know, I bet Scarlet is looking down on him and smiling right now. I almost forgot. Everyone on Keel Hall Key is well, and they say hello. And those toads still haven't washed up. Do I keep doing all this backtracking, pixel hunting? Yeah. Gotta add more filler to the plot. Miss Meows is still running on the bad shop in Rogueport, so she's happy. Comes over to Frankly's sometimes to visit. Wait, Miss Meows was a shopkeeper? I never noticed that she was one of the people from this bad shop. As usual, as soon as she sets foot outside the shop, she turns into a badge ninja. She just said the other day that she had found some super rare badge, actually. That's our globe-trotting, mystery-making, flirting little badge thief, huh? I totally never noticed that I was one of the badge shop people. But yeah. In my travels, I heard a rumor that Lord Crump and Grotus were both still alive. I guess that makes them pretty tenacious baddies, doesn't it, Mario? But they've mellowed a lot, just like Bedlam has, and I don't expect more trouble. Also, I heard Grotus is just a head, which really cuts down on mischief-making. So at least nobody's eating his decapitated head. Didn't that place blow up? Speaking of miracle survivals, guess whose favorite calculator is still computing? He says he really wants to see you and Peach again, especially Peach. For sure sticking to your broken places, Servo. I'm totally rambling at this point, so I guess I better wrap it up. I just want to say, even though things got tough, I'm grateful for our time together. And there's one thing that kind of weighed on you and never got to express to you. See, I Well, maybe that's the best kept a secret. We did take a look at the footage of the shower scenes. Yep. It's got it on loop. So please say hi to Peach for me, okay? We'll meet again. Your friend, Goombella. Your friend, Goomberia. I love you 100 times, Mario. Yeah, that sounds awesome, bro. Sounds like everyone's doing great over there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Someone here? Excuse me, sirs. Hello, Mario. Hello, Luigi. Please allow me to apologize coming unannounced, but I was cleaning out the storm in the castle the other day, and I found something rather amazing. Yes, Toadsworth found a treasure map. Oh, game's not over yet. I'm sure it'll lead to real treasure this time. I just know it. So, Mario, you'd love to look for treasure, isn't that right? The boat's waiting for you. Wario does love treasure. And that's it. Alright. Game over, man. Yeah. I mean, the backtracking in this game is obviously awful. Like, let's hope the remaster kind of cuts down. Still a very much a 5 out of 5 game, but definitely some room to improvement. So let's hope the remaster makes those changes perfectly. So yeah, good old ass tracking. Way too much backtracking. Shio. Kawabi. So with all those like letters that are like shaking. Maybe it's like a code. It's like WYAA. Weird. TE. Oh. This random letter is like a secret code. E. I haven't been writing these down, so. A. Mostly I have vowels. So I don't know. I don't think it's spelling nothing. IH. It just seems to be completely random. It would be nice. What did they add to Super Mario RPG? Like one thing that definitely would make sense if they could add it would be like the Luigi story. Like they obviously have the story in place, right? I mean, so Luigi tells the story to Mario, but if you were actually able to play like some of those events, maybe not the whole thing, but let's say the final boss fight or something like that with Luigi and his buddies, for not a final boss, but for each chapter you could do the boss fight. You know, just a little thing like that would be kind of a cool little thing they could add. Obviously, they would have to design like all those bosses, but I mean, he gives descriptions of them, so it's not the hardest thing ever. They already have the characters created because they're always like hanging out beside Luigi, so you just have to give them abilities and whatnot. Yeah, cutscene skip. Cutscene skip, I mean, it was only during the final boss was that ever really of any concern. I mean, I'm sure some of the other bosses would be handy too. But yeah, being able to like skip floors in the pit, because odds are you're not doing the pit in one shot. Odds are you're going to the pit multiple times, so having to restart the pit every time you go in there just makes you not want to go there after you go like 2 or 3 times, because you just have to redo the first like 30, 40 floors each time. It's like, I don't want that. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you're using up your resources to get down to those levels, but you can mitigate that fairly easily with badges, so it's not that much of a, it's more of a slog than something that it's just an endurance challenge, right? You know, throw on some of those things that like recover your flower power and HP very very quickly, then yeah, you can definitely make it down to like those earlier floors easy without like even using any firepower or health. And odds are, if you're going deep into the dungeon, you probably have like tons of badges to begin with, anyways. So it's not like you have to go out of your way to get the badges you need. Debug, Super Mario Club, NOA Debug Team. Supervisor. The Chain Chomp is nomming on Grotus's butt. It's Mario and Princess Peach. Iwata. R.I.P. Iwata. All rights including copyrights of the game, scenario, music, and program reserved by Nintendo. The end. Da, da, da. Should be with the end question mark. Wait, makes me wonder where Nintendo would be now if Iwata was still around. I wonder how much it would have changed. Because what was his last system? Like the Wii U was his last system, right? So he wasn't around for the Switch. I'm not sure if I'm assuming the Switch was probably in like the R&D phases, maybe when he passed, but yeah. So yeah, it's kind of curious. Interesting to see what would have happened. So you didn't get to see the success, especially after like the failure that was the Wii U. And it would have been nice for him to see that the Switch actually did well. We not have digital time exclusives. Yeah, those freaking bullshit. Freaking like, you know, it's nice at least they gave us the ability of playing the OG Fire Emblem, but like making that a digital time exclusive is the stupidest thing of all time. And of course, the Mario collection there with Sunshine and all that stuff being a when they had physical releases of that one, but still timed exclusive. It's just like, why? You guys own the IP. There's no reason to have this a timed exclusive. There's zero reason for this other than just trying to like squeeze out as much cash from people as possible in that short time. Save all game progress up to this point. Sure. Progress was saved. See what happens when we reload that one. Yeah, it's not for scarcity. It's more like, you know, we have the financial quarter that we need to, you know, we need to boost up our money for this financial quarter, so we need to make as much money as possible. So by forcing people to like buy it now or lose it forever, then, you know. Yeah, it's basically the vault. It's the stupidest thing ever for a game system. Stupid thing for movie stuff too, but like, especially for game system stuff. A strange one, sir. It must be something special to convince you to return. Although if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. I'm back. Long time no see, Mario. Totally glad to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting here for you. So are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we're there with you. Everyone. Apparently everyone. They've all been in her back pocket. Alright, what is there left to do? I'm assuming there's probably new troubles to do, and... It's probably a new Luigi book to buy. Maybe some new badges that they won't matter at this point. Unless I guess if you're trying to do the pit. Also pretty terrible keeping their games in stock, yeah. Well, that's like forced scarcity, right? By making like a low stock, they know that they can keep the prices high. Look at this G. I haven't been using these attack effects. Mega Rush. Blade 2. But that's not Nintendo though. That's the problem with Switch carts is it's like any other like cart-based media. You don't want to make too many because then you're sitting on stock of stuff that, you know, costs a lot of money to make. Like a cart is a lot more expensive to make than like a bunch of discs, right? You could easily print more discs for like next to nothing. You can't do that with carts. So you do have to put out enough, and then if it sells well and you think you're gonna get your money, then you can get like another batch. You can get like another printing kind of thing. But it's risky, right? The last thing you want to do is to sit on all this extra stock of cards that aren't selling, and then you just spent all this money on them. So that's a tough thing to balance. That's an unfortunate thing with any card-based stuff. That's why, you know, like PlayStation stuff is a lot harder to have, you know, scarcity of. There's still some games, but even some games that were rare, they got like later printings. Like what's that game? Blue Reflection, I think it was called. Was an example of a game that, yeah, was super rare on the PS4 because, I don't know, it was collectible, I guess, and they stopped printing it, but then they did another printing later on. 74 of 85. You get 111, not 124. It's not bad. Assuming like the ones we don't have are like mostly from the pit. We super power up our dudes even more. You did. Kick their ass the second time. It was a lot easier once you know what to expect into the boss fight. It's going around. Where's the map in there? There's got paper in the garbage can with the info about Grotus X. I'm transferred to your tattle log. What, did I miss the tattle? Apparently I did. You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I'm busy with my research. By the by, did you know what wasn't a treasure chest we found in the palace? It contained a dried shroom. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery. Dried shroom. Maybe it was actually a desiccated remains of a toad. How do you tell a dried shroom from a toad, mummified toad? You just can't. Rouse these cans. Help me erase that graffiti. Doty. Mostly a great tree, but there are many cans in the way. Won't someone please rouse these ne'er-do-wells? Waiting in Bugly Woods near the great tree. Sure. Let's try this. Yeah. I mean, it helps a lot getting some sleep and not, like, missing every friggin' attack. That made a big difference. Yeah, if there's any troubles that want me to go into the pit, they ain't happening. I'm paying the 30 coins instantly to, like, nope out of there. I'm just curious what these things even do. Like, what would even be the rewards of these? Would there be any point? Probably not worth it. Especially post-game, I mean... that's the tree, I think. And the Boogly Wood's near the tree. Good job, Mario. You suck at jumping. It's your one and only thing, Mario, and you just did horrible at it. I don't see nobody here. 50-50 chance of going the wrong way. It's probably the wrong way. Brock. No damage. Nope. So I don't have the anti-spike thing anymore. Run away. Didn't really need that for the boss. Of course they're not worth it. Just curious what they do. Double the coins, damn it. Wahoo! Oops. A lot of power points, run away! It's the really middle of nowhere there, Mr. Toad. Oh, this is a problem, huh? What's that you say? Ah, you could help me? Excellent, just marvelous. I was just about to give up on the whole deal. Came to the woods just to see the great tree, but the things ahead scared me. Contending with goons is not only part of my repertoire, so to speak, so I've stalled here. Suppose you can give the goons up ahead a proper thrashing for me? Well, I'll be waiting here until you do. Thanks in advance, chum. Is it all those dudes I just, like, passed by? Let's, before we do anything... Don't need this one anymore. Spike shield, definitely. Flower finder, good enough. Might as well equip the... types. First attack. That'd be too easy, though. There, much faster. Done already, eh? Marvelous. I can finally see the great tree. I'm in your debt, sir. This isn't much, but I hope this will do for your troubles. This might change from lunch. Wow. Why? Why is this a... Why is this a post-game trouble? It's so stupid. They're like, alright, we had some extra troubles. I don't know where we could put these. Just put them at the end of the game. That's fine. That is so stupid. Yeah, that definitely feels like it's just like an extra they had, and they had too many troubles, so they just like threw it there for the hell of it. That's so out of place. What a great tree. As you watch us foolishly continue to repeat history, what could you think of us? We do nothing but stand and watch our ignorance. No, what rot. To assume that a tree can do nothing, that only proves my own foolishness. Alright then. Either way, that one sucked, so I don't think it's even worth checking the other ones. I was just curious what any of them did. The answer is not much. Alright, so let's just hit the save point for the hell of it. And let's go get ready for the next game. Pull up the 3DS there, hook that up, play some Monster Hunter stories. It'll be awesome. The door is slightly cracked. That very pulsating, totally not phallic looking door. What a design. Well, Bub's not rich. His parents are rich. He probably gets his allowance. He probably spends it all on trains. Alright. So, we can say goodbye to the Wii for now. GameCube/Wii.